let's see what we got next on the docket for today. Let's see. Oh man, you know what? We don't too much talk about comic books a lot on here, but I did make a bet with you guys. I did make a bet, okay? So I don't know if y'all know what this month's bet is. Remember how we always talk about Atreus doesn't read comics, okay? Atreus doesn't read comics. I get it. And you guys are highly upset with me about that because I seem to have a lot of opinions that you don't approve of when it comes to comic book characters. I understand. I empathize with that. And so I made a bet. If we get to 16,000 subs by the end of January, I will be forced to read a comic live on stream, and you guys get to choose the comic, okay? Y'all get to choose the comic, all right? That's the bet. But right now, we got to talk about why people don't read comics no more, all right? We got to talk about it. And perhaps maybe this is one of the reasons why. Y'all see this shit? This person says, what changed in comic books? Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? See, you can shoot Joker in the face, but it's much harder to shoot issues like homophobia or systemic racism.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You cannot make this stuff up. Lawrence says that's not a comic. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? He said it's not a comic. It's, guys, this is embarrassing. First of all, let me tell you why this is some fake bullshit. Let me tell you why this is some fake. This is propaganda. They made it up.
Stupid.
None of it's true.
None of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lied.
They lied. Okay, let me tell you why this is made up. Under no circumstances, and we got Cryptid Beast in the chat. We got Lawrence G in the chat. I just seen Veckel for the first time in a long time. We got a couple of niggas in the chat that can vouch for me on this. Under no circumstances would any black man, any self-respecting black man, ever be in the presence of a badass white woman with his arm around her shoulder, preaching to her about issues concerning homophobia. What the fuck? Systemic racism? Yeah. Homophobia? Don't no nigga give a fuck about no homophobia. Don't no nigga give a... It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I don't know what you heard. I don't know who you consulted with this, but it doesn't exist. Maybe if he's gay, okay, that's different. If he's gay, that's different. But ain't no straight black man in no conversation with a beautiful white woman talking about some, yeah, you need to address systemic racism and homophobia. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. We the most homophobic niggas on the planet. We don't care. We call niggas gay for fun. What the fuck? Any grown black man would be reading this, like, because if you bought a comic, you likely buying it for your son. So you hear your son read that out loud. Dad, what's homophobia? What are you talking about, son? You get the page. See, you can shoot Joker in the face, but it's much harder to shoot issues like homophobia. What? Okay, son. You want to know what homophobia is? Let me get closer to y'all. You want to know what homophobia is, son? Oh, shit. You want to know what homophobia is, son? Yes, Daddy. What's homophobia? It's common sense. Can I get a griff? It's common sense, son. That's what every black father telling his son. Yeah, we like women in this house, son. So, yeah, because we like women, we're homophobic. You see? You see how me and your mom got together and now you're here? That's homophobia. You see how your mom got pregnant with you and took it to term and delivered you and raised you? That's homophobia. That's a fact. You see that little sweet little girl down the street that you've been looking at? Yeah, I seen you. Yeah, you're a little bit young, but you're still my son. Okay, that's homophobia. You know that little tinkly feeling you get below the belt anytime you see some titty, son? Yeah, that's homophobia. By the way, I'm telling my wife, hey, make sure you hide all the lotion and anything that could be considered a lubricant around here. I'm not ready for that conversation with my son yet. I'm not ready for that conversation. Motherfucker just came up to me and asked me what's homophobia. By the way, we're gonna burn that comic. I'm gonna get you another one. I heard there's a new comic on the block called The Ripperverse. Can I get a griff graph? Can I get a griff? What are we talking about here? Ain't no black man out here preaching to nobody about no homophobia. Of all the podcasts and stuff you've seen where black men appear on, what podcast have you ever seen niggas bring up? You know what we should really address in our community? Homophobia. That's like imagine being a presidential candidate and you come into the black community full of black, not just the black community, you come to the black leaders, the black men who are leading their community, and you go, guys, So let's talk about homophobia. Niggas gonna be like, oh, hell no. Like, you don't get the fuck out of here. Holy. That's how I know ain't no actual black men wrote this. There's no way. Ain't no way. He getting cooked in the comments though. Nothing changed, just polys like you who believe everything is political are cherry picking panels from comics to try to make people not like comics. That's the only thing that changed. First of all, people already don't like comics. I don't know if you've heard or not. You know what I'm saying? But the comic book industry is not doing well, unless you're the Rippaverse, apparently. Comic book industry is not doing well. So I don't know what you heard. But it ain't doing well. And additionally, yes, but see, it's like everything's always been political, but there's always been an up for interpretation attitude about these politics. I don't care what you say, putting stuff about racism, bigotry, trans ideology, homophobia, sexism, all that stuff in any form of art is going to be politically controversial. It doesn't matter. The reason why it's controversial is because we can't come to an agreement on what's actual racism. You got black people out here like old girl who refuse to, we just talked about it on New Black Street, old girl who refused to write a song for a white artist like Adele because she's white, but that's not considered racism. Why? Because we don't have any power to be racist. But wait a minute. You have the power to write a powerful song that a white person wants to pay you to get so they can have a hit song. You refuse to make song for said white person because you're a racist. Therefore, you had the power to deprive that white person of a hit song. You can't make this shit up. You just cannot make this shit up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You can't make it up. You really think Harley Quinn wants to sit here and listen to shit about systemic racism? Harley Quinn be at home getting her ass whooped by the fucking Joker. You think she care about systemic racism? You think she care about oppressing black people on a regular basis? She at home getting beat up. Joker be hitting whole combos on her. You dumb, raggedy, clown face bitch. We lost to Batman again, and it's because of you. And you think she thinking about racism? No. She trying to figure out how she gonna make it the next week. Because this nigga trying to use her as bait to blow up a children's hospital. What in the hell? Systemic racism anyway. S-Tier Immortal says Griff. I know that's right. Griff. Frostfang says he must have been raised in a white man's house. Hey, I don't know if y'all seen. It's extremely weird. It's giving me real Diddy vibes. But a lot of these famous white couples be having black children. And they be dressing their boys up as girls and their girls up as boys. It's feeling real Diddy-ish around here. Real Epstein-ish around this motherfucker.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.